Every 3 weeks I come out with another update of the garden. It's now 6 weeks in, and first on the list is the sunflower. This is the voluntary sunflower that was growing by itself. It's connected to the irrigation system and watering itself. Then our two buckets, we have the blue bucket full of cilantro and the orange bucket full of dill. And I'm just growing these for the flowers. I don't plan on eating them. I'll use them to attract insects. Next up are the potatoes. They are sprouting nicely, looking nice in that 5-gallon bag. And then a cabbage and some Brussels sprouts, which are slow to grow, but they're moving along. And at the end, we have a new bag of potatoes, which haven't sprouted yet. And down below, we have some green onions. In the next row, we have some radishes, which are already ripe and ready to harvest. And back there, we have some lettuce. And this lettuce, I put 5 of them into one pot. I really don't know if that's too much, if it's too crowded or not. So that's something of an experiment. There are some carrots in the middle right there. You can see the carrot tops, pretty slow to grow. And then some blue curled kale right there. And then the teal colored buckets, we have some microgreens. Those are a whole bunch of different spicy vegetables that I'm just going to grow for the leaves. On to the next row, we have some green romaine lettuce right there and some other kind of lettuce. I'm not sure. That might be the black-seeded Simpson or the butter crunch. And there is some salad bowl lettuce. You can tell because of the lighter, almost yellowish color. And those are looking pretty good. Some of them I put just 1 per grow bag, and others I squeezed 5 into there. And we'll see how that works out once they grow big, if there's enough room. Look at the arugula. That is a problem plant. I make a video about that. We'll talk about arugula later. And the other lettuces are looking all pretty good. There's some green romaine right there. I put 2 of them into there. Then we get to the red Russian kale, which is also looking pretty healthy. And a nice pea vine is growing right there. That should be pretty good. Turnips, looking okay. Some of them are looking okay. And then we get to the broccoli. I got 2 broccolis in that one and 2 broccolis right there. One of them is much bigger than the other. And finally, we have some beets, which are just poking out from the soil. And the next row starts with some cabbage. And here in the middle, we have some collards, which are looking pretty limp. I hope they make a rebound and grow better than that. At the end here, we have some rainbow chard, which looks okay, a little slow to grow, but moving along. There is some broccoli, believe. And in the middle, look at the cauliflower. There is a story behind that smashed up cauliflower. Take a look at what happened. That one day we had hail pour down, and that poor little cauliflower plant did not stand a chance. Thankfully, the other plants were okay, and nothing else was smashed up. Here is some Swiss chard. That looks better than the other pot that I have going on over there on the other side. Then we get to the dinosaur kale, which looks okay. A little slow to grow, but moving right along. Now we're getting into some lettuce. Here is some red romaine lettuce. I grew 2 of those single lettuces in a pot. We'll see how those turn out. And here at the end, I have the same kind of lettuce, just the green variety. Some green romaine lettuce, which I have a lot of because they are a staple of my lunches. Here are the volunteer potatoes. They've been growing here since late December, all by themselves, and they are getting close to harvesting. The leaves are starting to droop over, which means that it's getting close to time to dig them up and eat them. This is the other volunteer potato plant that I'm now actively watering, which has a long way to go. The leaves look really nice and fresh, but these volunteer potatoes are the ones that I am going to abandon. I haven't done anything to them. They're just sitting there and the rain has been watering them. I'm also thinking ahead to the next wave of crops. There are several little sprouts of many different plants ready to go for the next wave of the Garden 2021.